When I lived with my parents before my mom died, I was 5 years old and lived a normal life of playing all day like the other kids. After a while, my dad went to work in the city and we started to have problems. When I was still nursing, one night when my dad came back and I was lying next to my mom, he asked her to open the door and asked where the food was. She told him the food was in the pot and that the door was unlocked. He was drunk and beat her up for no real reason. The next day he left and told the clinic nearby to go check on my mom because she had bruises and cuts all over her body, claiming he had no clue how they got there. She was 2 or 3 months pregnant. After my mom came home from the hospital, our grandmother took me and T to live at their house. Uncle Lee was the only Christian in the family at the time, so we did all kinds of Buddhist ceremonies for my mother's healing, but she eventually died. People asked me what I would do without my grandma, or where I would go. I had no idea, so I just kept quiet whenever anyone asked me. Since I've come to live here, I haven't seen my father. My dad tells everyone in the village that he tries to visit, and that T and I ignore him. He speaks poorly of us, and has turned people in the village against us, lying, saying that we are bad kids who disrespect our father, when he has actually never visited us. I went to church for 5 years in the village, and came to the orphanage for another 4 months, before I really believed in Jesus as my Savior. I just wanted the candy at church. I want to share my story because I keep all these things inside, and when I share, I can get them off my chest. I see a big difference in my life before and after Jesus, and it's a good testimony to others when they see how much God has done and how much He has changed me. I want to be an accountant when I grow up because I like to work with computers. The older kids who were here before me taught me how to behave properly, as well as mom and dad and the staff. They encouraged me by letting me know that I have a lot of brothers and sisters and that I'll never be alone because I have Jesus. Mom and dad give me a lot of help and correct me when I need it. God used my story to bless others by interacting with others and helping them want to know more about Jesus. When we go home for the holidays, people see that we've changed a lot and see Jesus making those changes in our lives.